Mrs. Craig, Mr. Ziegler, graduates, teachers, faculty, parents, and family members, thank you for being here today. It is an honor to stand here before you all. Well, this is the day we've been looking forward to since we were in kindergarten. Back then, most of us never really imagined what this day would be like, but we did think that by this time, we would be well on our way to becoming the world's greatest firefighter, police officer, princess, pro athlete, paper salesman, president, movie star, Jedi, doctor, or other life-saving career. Every year we were focused so much on becoming adults, which obviously included catching the bad guys and halting evil, that we sometimes forgot to look back over so many challenges and so much change. For many sitting before you today, it all began at Eisenhower. We remember running through the old playground and drinking at one of the only water fountain between the two classes. I can hear it now. 1, 2, 3, switch! Switch! There was always one kid who ruthlessly stole an extra second of water. But after 1 year, we had to leave. We then moved to Schaefer Elementary School, where we witnessed the trailer hold many roles, from Mrs. Marshall's art studio, to Mrs. Nestler's library, to Mrs. McGee's second grade classroom, all in 2 short years. Hoover Elementary came next, and with that, many more memories came too. Some will remember throwing objects out of Mr. Jones's window. Others will remember running into a goalpost while playing football in recess. Some will remember competing at field day at the old Seabird Park. And many will remember learning how to sing the states in alphabetical order. Arguably most memorable, halfway through 5th grade year, we listened to Celebration by Kool and the Gang as we said goodbye to yet another school and moved back into the new and improved Eisenhower for the last few months. In middle school, we learned that if we ever need a wrist, Mrs. Niederist has one to loan. And we listened to Mr. Losh not only teach us how to survive, but also the 2 most important facts we will ever learn. Number 1, tilt is the reason for the seasons. Number 2, limestone saves Pennsylvania from acid rain. Invaluable information that I assure you we will not be forgetting anytime soon. Finally, in high school, we learned not what to do behind the driver's seat based off of all of Mr. Herb's car accidents. We presented not only Pechacuchas, but also Lincoln Douglas debates with Mr. Crane. Luca's mom taught us health. Somehow we managed to have Mr. White, not once but twice. We listened to Zelenki count down the days to his retirement. We became the smartest Quiz Bowl team in the country. We won numerous... Give it up. We won numerous state titles, and with them, many more district medals. We were nominated for Apollos, and most importantly, we had better SAT scores than Trinity. Now, there's much more to remember and much more to be proud of. However, you'd be naive to say that this journey has been an easy one. It's been difficult, and it's been difficult for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. All of us have been overwhelmed, panicking, or on the edge of it. We've certainly felt the weight of an approaching deadline for a paper, test, or project, the weight of scoring well on Keystones, SATs, and ACTs, completing and submitting college applications, big games, big competitions, big concerts that required big-time performances. Friends, family, and work, on top of 35 hours a week in class. I know all of you can think back to a certain point when you wanted to give up. Take the 0. Maybe you did. We've all been there. And we're bound to be there again. Even now, you might be overwhelmed. We're stepping outside of our comfort zones. We will no longer be the big fish in a small pond, but rather guppies in a much larger lake. An ocean, really. Yet, we're not the only ones overwhelmed. Consider our loved ones in the audience today. They know the world we're headed to. They know what we face. You see, that's the beauty of a small pond. We can trust we are not alone. We can trust that we will work as a community to support one another. We can trust that because we have one another, we can ask for help, advice, or simply an open ear, knowing that the person on the other end will care just as much as we do. Most importantly, we can trust that when we need to dig deep and fight through whatever is next to come on our next journey, our small pond has given us the tools and the people to get us through it. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not the way we envisioned when we started, but we will get through it. Around this time last year, my mom and I embarked on what seemed like our 100th college visit. It was yet another unsuccessful morning, and to me seemed like another wasted day. I no longer knew what I was looking for. How would I know if I picked the right school? How would I know if I picked the wrong school? What if I got a terrible roommate? What if the professors are no good? What if I don't get a job? What if the 18 meals included in the Platinum Meal Plan are not enough? My mom, sensing I was about to implode, asked, "Matthew, how do you eat an elephant?" Annoyed, I responded, "You can't. They're illegal to hunt." "Matthew, humor me. How do you eat an elephant?" "I have no idea." "You eat an elephant one bite at a time." Thank you.